Okay, hello, good evening, peace, love, and happiness. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. I was playing around with the volume before I started going live. So, again, greetings and salutations and all of that awesome love that I'm giving out here. I like to thank you for tuning in to my Aisha Speaks Jade page, where I am none other than Aisha, also affectionately known as Jade. That is my nickname. So I am doing a makeup live audio for Monday, January the 14th, 2019. I'm going to try my best not to be too long because I have one more to do, and that's going to be a live. And that's going to be actually for today. So I did two personal ones on my personal page. So I just want to just dive right into it. Let me just kind of get some of these alerts out. The topic of discussion is how to truly love yourself and change your entire life. How to truly love yourself and change your entire life. And I know sometimes it can be different for a lot of us who are not really, comfortable with change and opening up and, feeling some things that, we don't really want to feel, or, just it's a woman thing or it's a man thing, so to speak. But it may be time to kind of have an open mind. So once I start speaking on it, if it resonates with you, try it. Try it a little. Take a small step and let's just see what's going to happen. Again, how to truly love yourself and change your entire life. Yes, really. If you knew what true self-love could do for you, you'd already have learned how to love yourself long ago. To be clear, self-care is not the same thing as self-love, and it isn't. Because I say do self-care, self-love, and it is different. The definition of self-love is simply love of self, whereas self-care is defined as the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness, and particularly during periods of stress. So I hope you guys caught that. Self-love is simply love of self, love of you, love of me. Self-care is about protecting one's own well-being and happiness, especially during those times of stress. I love self-care too. It's an essential way to show love for yourself. So by all means, keep caring for yourself. If you have not been taking good care of yourself, you need to make the conscious practice of self-care a priority. Did you get me? Did you hear me? Practice of self-care a priority. And if you've been lacking in self-love, it may be that you need a good dose of self-care in order to heal the pain that's been keeping you from truly being open to loving yourself. True self-love isn't a part-time job. When you only love part or even half of yourself, then what about the rest of you? The other parts, the other half? How do they get in your way of living a fulfilled life that's aligned with your deepest truth? True self-love is several steps wider and many steps deeper than self-care. Once you feel it, you can no longer leave any part of yourself out. True self-love soothes that ache that lives in your heart, in your soul, the deep yearning for your original state of oneness with yourself as the divine. Again, true self-love soothes that ache that lives in your soul, the deep yearning for your original state of oneness with yourself as the divine. Self-love can heal the split in your soul caused by all the parts of yourself you've disowned, judged, shamed, or compromised. It can connect you back to wholeness and oneness with the divine so you can receive the fruits of fulfillment from the inside out. One way to do this is with a soul massage. It's different from a regular body massage and may need a little introduction. Does a massage reach the depth of the ache that lives in your soul from compromising your truth, your values, and your wisdom? How will you soothe and love the compromised parts that weren't touched by the regular massage, like, when you get a body massage? Have you asked these parts what they need in order to find their true expression in this world, no matter what anyone else says? This is what the deepest self-love is about: liberating your true self, your soul, from the confines of compromise, sameness, and trying to fit in. Unless you address the deeper tension in your soul, could a regular massage be just another way to ignore the signs to reach you in the hopes they'll go away? Could a body massage be like giving an ice cream to a child, hoping it will stop the crying? True self-love is soul love. It's honoring and loving who you are at the core and opening up a way for your soul to come alive again. That's why a regular massage can't make this deep tension go away and won't stop your inner child from crying. They are signs to help you turn back to your soul. Your soul has a different agenda than compromising, fitting in, and pleasing others. Your soul is on a different mission, and it's not going to let you go. It's your soul that you are longing for, which is why your search for peace and fulfillment can't stop until you reconnect with your soul. Self-love is about how you treat yourself, honor your values, listen to your needs and longings, and live in alignment with the promptings of your soul. So that, to me, is a soul massage because it reaches the place that aches for divine fulfillment and unique expression. It opens the door for your true self to step out. Many people judge themselves, don't like themselves, or they doubt themselves, all while thinking they just need to change, fix something, or get rid of this one little thing about themselves that they don't like. They are not aware that this behavior is exactly what's standing in the way of what they want or hope for. Trying to get rid of something you don't like is a common practice that may work in some areas of your life, but in most, it won't. You can't get rid of anything, really, because there's nowhere for it to go. You can move it around, you can suppress it, ship it across the world, and project it onto someone else, but getting rid of it, where do you think the impact of your self-neglect and criticism could go if you try to get rid of it? Out of sight, out of mind. More likely, it will be out of sight, but still trapped in your body. excuse me, in order to transform and heal this hidden pain, you must learn how to love yourself. When you stop trying to change, judge, or get rid of parts of yourself, you can transform and change the energy into something more sustainable and enjoyable. So if you want to learn how to love yourself, please stop trying to get rid of any part of yourself. It's not loving and it doesn't work in the long run. It's just not sustainable. Self-love, however, is. Every single little part of you that is afraid, angry, sad, lonely, unhappy, or ashamed is lacking one thing. This one thing will make every single little part feel safe, happy, relaxed, connected, and confident. And that one thing is love. Every single part of you needs love. Everything thrives on love, and nothing survives without it. But knowing this is not enough. You need to know how to start loving yourself. You need practical steps that will help you learn this new skill, because a lot of people don't have it. They don't know how to love themselves, that self-love and that self-care, which means being willing to do the opposite of what the whole world is doing. So let's jump right into some of these steps, okay, that addresses how to love yourself fully. So first would be make a commitment. How deeply do you yearn for a soul massage? Choose to dive into this yearning in your heart and be nourished and strengthened by it on a daily basis. This simple self-love practice is more important than you can imagine. It's what will keep you moving forward, especially when you run into challenges. And that was making a commitment. The second would be give yourself permission to become a new you. By doing this, you need to be brave and willing to stand out as someone who wants to stop the momentum of compromise, pleasing others, and ignoring your own needs. Because we do this, right? We want to please everybody. We people pleasers, a lot of us. We want to compromise for ourselves. And while we're, fulfilling everyone else's needs, we're ignoring our own needs. Get support in this resolve and find some self-love buddies to walk this new path with, so you don't walk it alone. It's very loving to yourself to find the right support. And having the right support is key. That could be a relationship that you're in, perhaps a spouse or a mate, a partner, someone that you truly care about, a best friend, or a good friend. So make sure that you find that right support to go into that journey. And again, that was give yourself permission to become a new you. The third one would be slow down. Take time to become aware of one area in your life where you keep compromising yourself and ignoring your own truth. What if you choose to stop that behavior for just one day? Do you guys think that you can honestly do that? And instead get curious about what matters to you for once. Have your self-love buddies root for you so it's not so scary. And again, that was about slow down. The fourth one would be tune into your soul. Listen deeply to the ache in your soul of how painful it has been to be ignored all this time. All while your soul knows exactly what will make you happy. Listen deeply. Listen with love. Listen with an open heart and take it seriously. Share it with your self-love buddies so you can celebrate what you hear. Okay? We have to we have to take that time to listen to our bodies, listen to our souls, because it's telling us something. Okay? And listen with an open heart. Again, that was tune into your soul. The next would be show yourself love. Give this ache a soul massage with your loving words and caring attention. So you can perhaps say something like this. This is just an example, but you can put your twist on it. I am so sorry I've ignored you for so long. No wonder you are angry. No wonder a massage can only cover up your attempts to get my attention. I am so sorry. Please talk to me. I am finally willing to listen. Okay? So this is about a soul massage, right? Speaking to yourself on what you may have been ignoring, that what your soul has been telling you. So again, share it with your self-love buddies so they can add other loving moves to this massage. This is a soul massage, not a body massage, but a soul massage. So this is showing yourself love, because we don't, not enough of us show ourselves love. Next would be connect with your feelings. And I know this can be, I'm sure, extremely hard for a lot of people, connecting with your feelings, because a lot of us don't like to show feelings. We don't want to feel that. Now, listen deeply to what you feel. Do you know how your body tells you no? Do you know your body speaks when it says yes? Slow down before you answer or make a choice. Take your time to tune into yourself first. Why be in a rush? You are not responsible for other people's impatience or demands. Somehow we are all feeling rushed just because others are. But that is not being loving to yourself, is it? Not at all. Use any opportunity to find your truth, your yes and your no, before you respond to anyone. You have the right to take your time to find out what really is your truth in each situation. Speaking your truth may be a little scary in the beginning, but it's very loving to yourself. Check in with your self-love buddies if you need to be reminded that it's okay to do what is right for you. Okay? Start thinking about you. This is not about everybody else. Most of us have already done everything for everybody else. Now it's time to start doing things for ourselves. And this is connecting with your feelings. The next is practice saying no. Okay? Practice saying no. Do you feel ready to take a leap and follow your own yearning? How about a little test run? Wouldn't it be interesting to see what happens when you say no to someone who asks for your help? Because you need your help too, don't you? We're so busy saying yes. We're yes people. A lot of us, not all of us, because there are people that stand their ground. They be like, no. But then there's some of us that we say yes a lot. And saying no is like, ooh. Like if you say no, the other person is not, the other person is going to make you feel bad for saying no. But practice saying no. Notice how feelings of fear, guilt, and obligation try to whip you back into submission and make you ignore your own inner expression that wants to take birth. Make sure you receive support from your self-love buddies to help give to help give birth to the new you in a graceful way. You don't have to be ignorant to say no. You can say it gracefully. You can say it firmly, okay? But practice saying no sometimes. It's okay. It is okay. And most of the time, those adults, they're going to be okay. They'll be okay. Even family members, they'll be okay. So practice saying no. I like that one. Next is start small. Take small steps when you start aligning your actions with your soul. Small steps build confidence and trust. Your soul speaks through your senses and longings. He or she has your best interest in mind. Okay, and that's speaking about the soul. If you're a guy, his soul. Female, her soul. Okay, your soul does not compromise his or her truth, nor does he or she try to fit in. He or she is bold and bright and beautiful or handsome and has a wonderful plan for you. He or she helps you love all the places that you have ignored and disowned until now. It also helps you move through the fears so you can align with this plan and become the expression you've always wanted to be. And lastly, and before that, and that was start small. Okay, starting small. And lastly, again, is recognize your shining light. When you walk this path hand in hand with your self-love buddies, you become a brighter light for your soul. Together, you can shine this light into a world that is still up against that wall. Right before they too take the leap to listen to their truth, their yes, and their no, and become another soul beacon in a world whose light has almost lost its flame. So that was so awesome for me. I don't know about you guys. It was really awesome for me. Again, it's always reminders. I have to remind myself, hit that reset on some things. So I hope that, these gems were good for you also. I want to thank you. Thank you also in advance for listening to the replay. I want to invite all of you to join my platforms. Of course, I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me all under Aisha Speaks Jade. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and my YouTube channel, which please go and subscribe by hitting the thumbnail. Also, hit the notification bell for alerts. Again, that's Aisha Speaks Jade. You can join and or like my other platforms. If you're interested in being a guest on my show, I did have my first guest, I believe, last week. Yes, last week on a Thursday. It was awesome. It was good to finally connect up with her because we had been looking to do that for quite some time. But life and weather and how the universe works, we brought it in real cool and awesome for the 2019 New Year. So if you're interested in being a guest, please let me know. I'm open to all as long as you're coming from a supportive, positive type of place. So if you are an artist or an activist, an advocate, a coach, a financial advisor, speaker, business owner, entrepreneur, freelancer, you name it. If you're interested in being on my platform, we can definitely talk about some things. Make sure that you create your happiness and your greatness. Hopefully you know the difference between self-care and self-love. Respect yourself. Get those self-love buddies or self-love buddy. Okay. And let's just make positive things happen the best that we can for 2019. With that being said, I send amazing positive vibes and energy. Make sure that you continue to be good to yourself. And as always, have an enjoyable evening. Peace and blessings. Also, namaste and ashe.